In a land torn by war, where the clash of steel echoes through the ages, one name stands above all others, a name whispered in hushed tones, revered by warriors and scholars alike. This is the story of Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary swordsman renowned for his exceptional skill with the sword, who reportedly won over 60 duels to the death. A life shaped by a symphony of triumph and tragedy, a tale of honor, courage, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. Join us now as we delve into the untold saga of a man who transcended the bounds of mortality to become a true legend of the blade. Miyamoto Musashi was born in 1584 in the village of Miyamoto, situated in what is now the Okayama prefecture of Japan. Was raised in a time of immense turmoil and unrest. The Sengoku period, or Warring States period, enveloped Japan in a state of perpetual conflict and instability. It was an era characterized by incessant warfare, as powerful feudal lords or daimyos fought for supremacy, and the traditional social order underwent profound transformations. Musashi was the son of Miyamoto Musashi, a skilled swordsman whose lineage traced back through generations of warriors. From a young age, Musashi was steeped in the ways of the samurai, guided by his father's wisdom and expertise in the art of combat. As a child, Musashi showed early signs of exceptional talent and a keen interest in martial arts. His upbringing within a samurai family likely provided him with access to training and exposure to the warrior ethos from a young age. Early on, he was said to have an impetuous wildness. When he was just 13 years old, he is said to have killed his first opponent, Arima Kihei, a samurai skilled in fighting with sword and spear in a competition. Arima, who had confidently planted his banner in the village square, boasted that he could defeat any opponent. The young Musashi, who was already very tall and strong for his age, threw the man to the ground and then smashed his head with a stick. However, it was not solely his lineage that shaped Musashi's destiny, but also the tumultuous environment in which he was raised. The constant threat of violence and the need for survival fostered a culture that valued martial prowess above all else, influencing Musashi's upbringing and instilling in him a deep-seated commitment to mastering the art of combat. At the heart of the Miyamoto family stood Omasa, a woman of strength and resilience whose love and devotion were the cornerstone of her family's existence. As the matriarch of the household, she bore the weight of her husband's absence with quiet dignity, guiding her children with unwavering resolve. Among Musashi's siblings were Takuan, Musashi's elder brother, known for his keen intellect and unwavering sense of duty. Takuan served as a role model for Musashi, guiding him with wisdom and encouragement throughout his formative years. Ayami, Musashi's younger sister, whose gentle demeanor and nurturing spirit brought warmth and joy to the Miyamoto household. Ayami possessed a deep love for nature and the arts, finding solace in the beauty of the world around her. Kojiro, Musashi's younger brother, whose boundless energy and adventurous spirit often led him into mischief. Despite his mischievous antics, Kojiro shared a special bond with Musashi, their brotherly rivalry tempered by mutual respect and affection. Hana, Musashi's youngest sister, whose innocence and purity of heart touched the lives of all who knew her. Hana possessed a natural talent for music and dance, enchanting her family with her grace and charm. In the tranquil embrace of the Miyamoto household, where love and laughter flowed freely like a gentle stream, the family reveled in the warmth of their bonds, their spirits uplifted by the presence of their beloved patriarch, Miyamoto Musashi. But fate and destiny had other plans in store. With the sudden and tragic passing of Miyamoto Musashi, the very fabric of the Miyamoto household was torn asunder, plunging the family into a maelstrom of despair and uncertainty. No longer could they rely on the steady hand and sage counsel of their father, their anchor in a sea of chaos. The historical accounts regarding the death of Miyamoto Musashi's father, Miyamoto Musashi, are somewhat unclear and surrounded by speculation. However, according to some sources, Miyamoto Musashi was killed in a duel, possibly as a result of a dispute or challenge issued by another swordsman. As a skilled and respected samurai, Musashi would have likely been involved in various conflicts and engagements during the turbulent Sengoku period, where the way of the sword often determined one's fate. And as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, the Miyamoto household became a shadow of its former self, a once vibrant oasis of joy and laughter now rendered barren by the cruel hand of fate. The loss of Miyamoto Musashi had robbed them of their stability, leaving them adrift in a sea of uncertainty. In the aftermath of his father's death, Musashi found himself at a crossroads where the path of duty and obligation diverged from the path of personal ambition and self-discovery. Faced with the harsh realities of life in a land torn apart by conflict, Musashi made a fateful decision, a decision that would alter the course of his destiny forever. With a heavy heart and a steely resolve, Musashi bid farewell to his grieving family, knowing that the road ahead would be fraught with danger and uncertainty. But he could not ignore the call of destiny, the call to seek out his own path, to carve his own legacy in the annals of history. And so, with the memory of his father burning brightly in his heart, Musashi made a solemn vow to honor his legacy, to seek out his own path, and to restore the stability and happiness that had been lost to his family. After the passing of his father and feeling the call of adventure, Miyamoto Musashi embarked on a solitary journey that would shape the course of his life forever. With a burning desire to test his skills and seek enlightenment, he left his family behind, setting out into the vast and uncertain world of feudal Japan. Wandering the countryside, Musashi encountered a myriad of individuals, from humble peasants to seasoned warriors, each encounter leaving an indelible mark on his journey. Along the way, he sought out renowned swordsmen, challenging them to duels in his relentless pursuit of mastery. With each clash of steel, Musashi honed his skills and sharpened his understanding of combat, forging himself into a formidable warrior feared and respected by all who crossed his path. This is when his fighting style evolved the most. Miyamoto Musashi's fighting style was called Niten-Ichi-Ryū, which translates to two heavens as one style. This style emphasized the use of two swords simultaneously, a long sword katana in one hand and a shorter sword wakizashi in the other. Musashi's implementation of Niten-Ichi-Ryū was characterized by fluidity, versatility, and precision. In battle, Musashi employed a variety of techniques, including quick strikes, deflections, and parries, leveraging the dual swords to control the flow of combat and overwhelm his opponents. He was known for his exceptional speed and agility, often moving with a grace and efficiency that belied the lethal precision of his strikes. Musashi's approach to combat was not solely reliant on brute force or flashy techniques, but rather on keen observation, timing, and psychological warfare. He would carefully study his opponents, exploiting their weaknesses and manipulating their movements to gain the upper hand. Musashi's mastery of strategy and tactics allowed him to outmaneuver even the most skilled adversaries, earning him a fearsome reputation on the battlefield. Beyond its effectiveness in combat, Niten-Ichi-Ryū also reflected Musashi's philosophical outlook on life and warfare. The harmony between the two swords symbolized the balance of opposing forces, a concept central to Musashi's understanding of the universe and the way of the samurai. Through his implementation of Niten-Ichi-Ryū, Musashi not only demonstrated his unparalleled skill as a swordsman, but also embodied the timeless principles of discipline, adaptability, and mastery that define the path of the warrior. But life on the road was not without its trials and tribulations. Musashi faced countless hardships and dangers, from bandit attacks to harsh weather and the ever-present specter of death. Yet through adversity, he persevered, drawing strength from the crucible of his experiences and the unwavering resolve burning within his heart. Amidst the chaos of the Sengoku period, Musashi found himself inexorably drawn into the tumult of battle. His reputation as a peerless swordsman preceded him, and warlords sought his martial prowess to bolster their ranks. From blood-soaked battlefields to shadowy back alleys, Musashi fought with unmatched skill and ferocity, carving a path of destruction through his foes and earning both renown and infamy in equal measure. Yet, amidst the chaos of warfare, Musashi never lost sight of his true purpose, the pursuit of enlightenment and the mastery of the way of the warrior. In moments of respite from the carnage of combat, he would retreat into solitary meditation, contemplating the mysteries of existence and the nature of the universe. It was during these quiet interludes that he delved deep into the recesses of his soul, pondering the intricacies of existence and the eternal dance of life and death. But Musashi's quest for enlightenment was not confined to the realm of introspection alone. With pen in hand and a mind sharpened by experience, he meticulously recorded his insights and wisdom on combat and martial arts in a tome that would come to be revered as a sacred text among warriors, the Goran no Sho, or the Book of Five Rings. Within its pages lay the distilled essence of Musashi's martial philosophy, a roadmap to mastery that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Each word was a testament to his boundless knowledge and unparalleled skill, a legacy that would endure for generations to come. And so, even amidst the chaos and carnage of warfare, Musashi remained steadfast in his pursuit of enlightenment, his spirit unyielding, his resolve unbroken. For he knew that true mastery lay not only in the art of war, but also in the conquest of the self, a journey that would lead him to the very heart of existence itself. But amidst the melancholy, there remained a glimmer of hope, a flickering flame that refused to be extinguished. For in the depths of his heart, Miyamoto Musashi knew that his legacy would live on, a beacon of inspiration for future generations, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the samurai. And so, with one final sigh, Musashi closed the pages of his book, his weary fingers tracing the embossed characters upon its cover. And as the world faded into darkness, he whispered a silent prayer, a prayer for peace, for redemption, and for the eternal pursuit of the way of the warrior.